This video will show you how to make a linear regression on a TI-84. I will admit to not doing this very often. I mostly use an Inspire, but it's not that hard to do. So the hardest part, I think, is figuring out where to enter things. It's in the Stat menu, because statistics, and it's Edit. And when you pull that up, you get the list editor. You get these columns. I think you can give them other names too somehow, but I don't remember how. Just put the numbers in. If I were better at this or cared more, I would have the video speed up like really good YouTubers do. So there's my numbers. These are kilograms, these are centimeters of rainfall, and the response variable is kilograms of yield of olives on olive trees, which came from a textbook question. So get the numbers in. I don't know why it's reporting 3 decimal places. It doesn't matter. Then you want to calculate a regression, and that is in Stat again, but then Calc. So you arrow over to Calc. And linear regression, number 4, ax plus b, is the one you want. So choose that with a number 4. And it asks you which lists. You have to remember where you stored things. So my x list was list 1, my y was list 2. If you need something else, alpha of one of these, I don't know, you can, okay, down here, if you do second L1, second L2, whatever, you can choose the names of them. Frequency list is if there happens to be frequencies for each of those points, but that's not really likely. Helpfully, you can store the regression equation, and that's what I'm trying to remember how to put it in there. Yeah, so one of these alpha things lets you choose y variables. There we go. So if I want to store this as y1, it's alpha f4, and then maybe I'll put it in y1, and then when I'm done, it will store the regression equation for me to do things with. Hit calculate, and there you go. There's the slope, and there's the y-intercept. If you want to see things like the r squared, that's something you can make it do, but you have to tell it to show those, which is that in settings? Sorry, you should probably ask someone else how to do this. I know you can tell it to turn on diagnostics. I think that's it in the catalog. Where's the catalog on this again? I do not use this calculator nearly enough. There it is, second catalog. Under D, so press the D, it should drop there. And I think I'm looking for diagnostics on. There we go. So why it defaults to those being off, I don't know. But then if I do the calculation again, calculate linear regression, all those things are good, except I definitely want to put in my y1 again. And it should just write over. Then when I say OK, there we go. I get these things which are called diagnostics, so information. I think something's wrong with my data, because I'm not seeing what I thought I would. Oh yeah, so that should be 13, not 1. So here's the thing to do when something's wrong. You can just edit that. So that should have been a 13. I'll type 13 on top, 13 on top of that, and hit enter. And everything else seems okay. Then I'll quit back out. Oh no, that one's 56. What is wrong with this calculator? Why does it not like me? Over here, that should be 56. I really should proofread, as should you, but I don't really expect a lot of people to need to see this. Yeah, that's probably okay. So then I'll quit back out and run that thing again. So it's Stat, Calc, linear regression, ax plus b. Again, I'm going to store my regression equation. This time I'll put it in y2. So alpha here, y2, and I'll show you how you can get to those. Then enter, and there, that looks better. So those y1, y2 things, they are here. If you hit y equals, you can see them. You can do calculations with them too. So I wonder if I'm remembering this correct. Y1 of, let's see, 10, should that, no, should come out to 5-ish. 55-ish. Y2, well, it, I think it's doing it right. Helps that I would help if I had the right thing there in the first place. Yeah, I think that's right. So it's substituting in. There's also a center calc. Yeah, value. If you choose the value command, it lets you type in x value and you get whatever your y is. But apparently I have not done something right. Anyway, sorry about that. You should definitely be able to get the regression to run, though, if you should need that. I do recommend the Inspire if you have access to one. And you'll also find in the same playlist of these things, because I've just made them, Excel and Desmos videos to get this, which I think are also easier than TI-84, even though it's a fine calculator.